In this video of part 11 of the Theme Builder series, we're going to look at single page templates. And we can apply single page templates to multiple pages. So we can have one specific design that is applied to, for example, the archives on our WordPress website, the search results, and also our blog post page, which actually shows each blog post. Not to confuse that with the actual article itself. That's a specific single post template, whereas this is for single pages where it displays all the blog posts on our blog right here. Just to summarize on our theme, we have our home page here that we created, just a simple page with some blog posts here at the bottom. We have a nice footer happening and some elements on the page. We created also in our last video the pricing page that we can modify and update the pricing and add more features here, testimonials, whatever we want to add. And now we're going to create a single page template and apply it to our blog posts so that all three pages here are active. So let's go ahead and come back to our theme templates. Let's add a new theme template. Let's just call this one simply single page, and the type, we'll call this single page. And now we have our conditions. So we want this to be included on our blog page. We also can apply this to other places on our website, such as all of our archive pages. And we could also apply it, for example, on our search results page if we wish to do so. You don't have to do this. You could actually create separate different pages for this. So actually for this example, I'm just going to leave it for the blog page. Let's go ahead and click on save. This will bring us into the SeedProd page builder. So for this template, I'm going to create a layout with two columns, with one that's bigger on the left for our posts and then a sidebar of some sort. So what I want to do is come over to our blocks and we can drag our posts right into here. So that's where our posts will be displayed. We also want probably some type of header here. So let's come back to our blocks down to columns. We'll put one right above here, just a single row, and we can put our headline in here and then maybe some text as well. So the top headline, let's go ahead and call this latest SeedProd news, and I'll change this to black. Now you may have noticed I've changed this to black in a lot of places manually on the block. It probably would have been a good idea to change it on the global CSS for the H1. So I am using the orange for other headlines, or maybe the H5 or even the H4s, but that's okay for this example. Let's go ahead and just update the text here. And now let's modify the look of our posts. So we'll change the block settings for our posts here. And we just want to look at right now the layout. I think we'll just have one. For example, we could put 3 wide if we want, or we could just have a single one in each row, which I kind of like that. We could show 10 per page and we can show the featured image. So I'm going to click that on because it definitely looks better with the image attached to it. Here I'll continue to come down. We have the excerpt length. I like everything else. I like to continue reading, so I think that looks pretty good. Let's come under advanced, and I don't think I would change anything for the post. We could maybe add some padding to the bottom. The text looks fine to me. The image itself, maybe we could change and put a little bit of rounded border around it. Let's go ahead and add just 5 around the corners here, so that looks a little bit nicer. And then actually maybe for the post itself, we could change that background to white, and then we could add some padding inside here. Let's say 25. And then if we come down to the border, we could add a little bit of the border radius here, say 10, maybe even just 5 here, just so it looks a little bit curved here on the edges. There we have a section for each post, and I think that looks pretty good. Now we didn't change the section here, so maybe we could change that to something a little bit different. If we went white, that kind of cancels out the background color here of the post, so we could come back and maybe we could do the reverse where this is a light gray. All right, let's go ahead and center this. And right here we could add a sidebar, but we're not going to manually put that in. You could if you want to, but if we want to use the sidebar in multiple places, not just on this specific template, we can actually create a global part, and we'll do that in a future video. So what I'm going to do, just so I don't forget, I'm going to put a little text here, and I'll just say sidebar placeholder. So we'll remember to put that here later on. All right, let's go ahead and save this. Actually, before we do that, we do have the spacing here on the section. Let's go ahead and change that to the top of 60, and the bottom, I believe, was 60. So let's go ahead and save this, and we'll refresh our page, and let's go ahead and click on blog. And there you go. We can see that we set our blog template, and it's applied here. We can see each post. There's 1, 2, 3 posts. That's all I have on this website currently. And it's clickable to go through to the post itself, but we have not set the single post template yet, which we're going to do in the next video. Let's double check and make sure our pricing page works. Great, that looks good. We just want to always make sure that the conditions that we set don't affect other pages. For example, we didn't want this single page to override maybe the pricing page if that was possible. Everything looks to be working good. Here's our home page. We have now our blog page, and we now have our pricing page as well. That all looks quite nice together. Okay, great. I hope you found this video helpful in creating your single page templates for your blog or your archives or your search results. Next, we're going to go ahead and create the actual article pages with the single post template. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video in part 12 of the series. If you want to jump ahead or check out the other parts, check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching.